All right. Hello, Richfield students. This is the third installment of the CCR Air Podcast Guest Speaker Series. Today we have Beverly Hood, an alumni from Richfield, and she's going to start off by introducing herself and telling her about what she does.
Okay, well, like he said, I'm Beverly Hood. I graduated with Richfield in 2015, and right now I am a first year teacher. I teach fourth grade, only reading and social studies down in Dallas, Texas.
Excellent. Teacher, that's got to be one of the best professions, but I'm biased. How did you know you wanted to be a teacher?
I knew that I wanted to be a teacher after I got to college, basically. I thought I wanted to do stuff like criminal justice, and then I start taking the classes and I realized that was too much for me. Then I took like a children's literature class and we read like literally children's books and wrote one pagers on them. But then I realized like, whoa, I really do like love reading. I love reading the children's books. So I decided I would be a teacher because I want to continue to do stuff like that, like read to kids, all that good stuff. So that's why I only teach reading.
You said you teach fourth grade. Why is fourth grade the right grade, or what's your favorite grade?
Okay, so I am a first year teacher, so I don't have I don't know if fourth grade is the right grade for me. I do enjoy my fourth graders. Um, I was a sub for about a month before I got a job, and I can say that the high schoolers, they were okay. I would teach high school. I would not teach the middle schoolers. And if I could choose, I would probably choose first grade, but I do really enjoy my fourth graders a lot.
Excellent. So one of the students had asked for you, because it sounds like you moved to go to school. Was that a difficult thing to do?
Um, it's not difficult, but it is a change. So it was something that I was not like used to. But once I got there, I was comfortable. I was fine. I was like, this is good. I can stay here and do this.
Sounds like a challenge, but that's awesome you overcame that. Another student asked, well, what's your hardest challenge and how did you overcome it?
Um, just like in general, my hardest challenge was probably losing my parents because I felt like they left me here alone and I had to learn how to be this adult at 15 years old. I mean, I'm here now and I made it, but that was tough losing both of my parents before I was even 16 years old.
I can't imagine that. That is amazing. Um, Another student asked, is there a lot to adjust to in college? I know you were talking about a little bit. Would you go in a little bit more detail of what finer points that you need to adjust for college?
I would say yes, you have to adjust. When you go to college, it's way different from high school. You choose your classes, you choose your schedule. It's all on you. If you don't go to class, no one is gonna call you and say, "Hey, you missed class." Like you have to be responsible and get up and do that stuff for you. So that was the biggest thing for me, just being responsible. I'm like, I'm out in college, I think I'm grown, and it was hard for me to just say no. Like I have to buckle down. I'm here for school. I'm not here just to party. So I would say like just being responsible was the hardest thing for me, but I I got through it.
That's good. Um, Now we're gonna turn back the clock a little bit. Now I got to reflect a little bit about your time in Richfield here, and I'm not gonna say if this was a student or a teacher, but one of our questioners asks, at Richfield, what class did you enjoy the most?
What class did I enjoy the most? That is really, really hard because when I got to Richfield, I had never encountered teachers like this. I really enjoyed Miss Schiffler. Like I didn't know I even like enjoyed school anymore. Then I like met her. I really enjoyed her class. She taught English. I really enjoyed Miss Adi. Like the teachers were just different and nice. I really enjoyed KJ's food class because you could eat the food afterwards. But I would say those are my favorite. Miss Shipley's class was one of my favorites. Miss Adi's class was one of my favorites. And KJ's cooking class was definitely one of my favorites.
I do benefit from those cooking classes too, because I will definitely eat leftover. Now we asked about your favorite. What was your hardest class?
School wasn't very, very hard for me. I'm a fast learner, but I don't want to do math. So I would say math was the hardest because it's not that it was hard and I could not do the work. I did not want to do the work. So I would sit in math class and just sit there and say, you really want us to do all of this? Like, so I would say math was the hardest, but not because I couldn't do math, because I did not want to do math. I would rather read a book than answer a problem.
Excellent. I actually have a question that I feel you could ask me the same thing, and is, have you experienced the imposter syndrome? I'm a third-year teacher, so it's that feeling where you feel like you don't belong even though technically you do.
Um, I would say probably no. Everything that happened to me and I moved to Richfield, it's not that I felt like I didn't belong there. I didn't want to be there. So I don't want to confuse that with thinking, oh, I don't think I belong here. I didn't want to be there. But I don't think I've ever experienced imposter syndrome. I'm pretty level headed and I kind of know what's going on. So if I'm somewhere, I know I'm there for a reason. I might not be apparent to me, right away, but I know I'm here for a reason. So I would say no.
Excellent. Yeah, that I need to learn to do that. All right, now let's go. Let's move forward from your high school experience to college experience. How did you pick Minnesota State?
I chose Minnesota State honestly because I was still like new to Minnesota. I did not know very much. I did not have a car. I needed to go somewhere close. I did not want to be really, really far away from my family. So I chose Minnesota State because it was close. And some of my other friends, from Richfield we're not like friends. Some people that I knew were Richfield, I knew they were going there. So I was like, I can try this out. If it doesn't work, I'll leave. And then I end up staying the whole time.
All right, I have two more questions, and these are going to be. I'll give you some time to think about. What message would you give to the staff and the teachers at Richfield now that you have some teaching experience?
So now that I have my very own teaching experience, I would say be patient. Kids go through a lot, more than you would ever imagine. You need to be patient and you need to hear those students when they speak, because if they're coming to you, obviously they trust you. So you just need to hear them, be patient, and always be open. Especially, and even if it's not even your own student, I feel like if you're a teacher in that building, any student should be able to come and say anything to you. So just having that patience and knowing that if a student is acting out, maybe they're trying to communicate with you in some kind of way. I'm not really sure. Like I said, I only got a couple months. I'm no expert at this by any means, but just being patient and trying to figure out and learn your students.
Okay, and we're going to reverse that now. As a teacher and as a former student here at Richfield High School, what advice can you give to the students that are coming out? What things should they pursue and what things should they avoid?
I would tell the students, choose a career path that makes you happy. You have to get up every single day and do this. You need to choose something that makes you like genuinely happy. I get up every morning and I'm excited to come see my students. So, and I would also say, I know that, social media is the thing right now, but stay away from that stuff. because it's not what it seems. Like I know what they are thinking these days. Like social media is everything, but stay away from that because that stuff is brainwashing people these days, and you don't want to be brainwashed. You want to be woke. You want to know what's going on. I would say if you can, because I know some people cannot, I know it's not a possibility for everybody, but if you can, I would say go to college, get that degree so that you can have something to fall back on. I make a lot of more money now that I went to college. I'm so happy that I did because I was barely making it. And now that I have a degree, I feel like I'm making money and I'm living my life how I want it to. So, and just stand true to yourself. You don't have to be anyone else except you. Like there's so many people in the world. If somebody doesn't like you, whatever. Like, move on. Don't hold grudges, none of that stuff. Like we don't do that kind of stuff.
That was very wise and inspirational words, Beverly. Thank you so much. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to help our kids understand more of what a career in college readiness is about. And I really do appreciate your time.
Thank you for having me. I was so excited when I got the email. I was like, me? Like, so I thank you for having me.
All right. Now you have a great day.
You too. Thank you.